welcome back to my channel, my little bees. Today we're doing something so exciting. I'm going to the beach for the first time here in San Diego. But before we head out, I've got to start my morning skincare routine because we're not stepping out into the sun without a little prep. I'm starting with my under eye cream, and I always apply it under my eyes and on top of the eyelids too. It just wakes me up and makes everything feel refreshed. Next is the famous snail mucin. I take it and I put like little drops all over my face, and then I start to smooth it all over. Underneath the eyes, the cheeks, the forehead, the nose. I like to focus under the eyes because I really want that spot moisturized to get rid of dark circles, hollowness, and things like that. I make sure that I get down to my neck. It's super hydrating, and I swear it makes my skin feel plump and bouncy. Then I have this rose water facial mist. I just like to add it because it adds that extra glow and hydration. I make sure it's dried completely before I move on to my next step. So I fan myself, and then here is my Sol de Janeiro perfume mist. You guys, this smells so good. It's like summer in a bottle. For my body care, I use the EOS lotion. It smells like toasted coconut treat, literally like a snack. This one is one of my favorites because it makes me feel beach ready instantly. And then finally, I lock everything in with my ginseng facial moisturizer, which gives me that energy boost and has a nice base for the rest of the day. It's kind of like a green tea extract moisturizer. It's more of that Asian inspired skincare because, as we know, Japanese people, Korean people have the best glass skin. And I'm trying to achieve that for myself. Oh my goodness. You see Bailey in the background peeking to see what I'm doing, of course, as always. My little shadow, my little co-star, my little everything. I love her so much. Okay, bonnet's coming off. And yes, the hair is laid and snatched today. Had to do a little dance for that one. Nothing like starting the day feeling cute. But let me be real, my tan lines are all kind of uneven. So the main mission today for the beach is to even this out by the end of the summer. In the car on my way dancing because literally this is my first time going to the beach in San Diego. But then it hit me. I forgot sunscreen. So I pulled out the Mad Hippie sunscreen and started to show it off, of course, because okay, period. This is really good. It's all organic. No forever chemicals, things like that. That's why I love it so much. I start applying it all over my face. I put in dots and I rub it in. What I love is that there is no white cast. It's very strong protection, but no white cast. I love that so much. So when I start applying it, what I do is I rub it in fully. And then I make sure to apply it to the neck too. This part is so important. People always forget their neck in skincare, but trust me, your neck will tell your age before your face does. So you got to protect both. And finally, walking up to the beach, I had to stop and film. Look how cute I look. Okay, period. The sign is there so you know where I'm at. And then this view, the sand, the water, the breeze, the sun, everything looks gorgeous. I couldn't wait to set up and soak it all in. The weather was perfect. Sun was out. Had to give you a little body shot in the bikini because we worked for this moment, right? Anyway, let's talk about these tan lines. My arm is a whole shade darker than my leg. That is ridiculous. So that's exactly today's we're going to try to even this out. So I pulled out my Maui Brown tanning lotion and started applying it to my legs. It smells so good and blends right in. Meanwhile, I had some unexpected company. These seagulls were just strutting by like they own the place. Then this guy literally out there treasure hunting with his metal detector. Only at the beach, right? I mean, I told him too. I was like, hey, listen, if you find something, you know what I mean? I spread that good energy to you. So, we gonna split the prize, right? Right, twin? Right? After I said that, he kind of just looked at me and walked away. But hey, listen, who cares? After soaking up the sun, I wrapped up the day at a cute restaurant nearby my house. Here's me finally seated, getting ready to eat everything on the menu. And of course, cheers to the camera, to the first beach day gone good. Back at the apartment, first things first, Bailey got her dinner. She was so focused on her food, she didn't even care that I was home. Like, I don't understand. So, after a quick shower, I got my robe and I started my nighttime routine. I grabbed the Ordinary toner to kick things off. I put it on a nice flat cotton swab and I just rub it all over my face. I love this part because it really just takes off the extra dirt that the face wash could not. Then while that settled, I grabbed my Guru Nanda oil pulling. It's in the flavor coconut mint. I really started this like the other night. You just put it in. I just made that face because it doesn't really taste that great. You're not really supposed to be tasting it anyway though, so my bad. But I noticed an improvement already. So next up is the Dermatology under eye cream. I used it so much that like some of the title wiped off. But I like to apply that, as you guys know, underneath my eyelids. On my under eye area. Then I'll put a little bit more on top of my eyelids. Get it nice and moisturized. This really takes care of hollowness, darkness, puffiness, things like that. Then my favorite, the snail mucin. I really love this stuff. I take some, apply it directly to my face. Then I'll add another dot to put it just all over. I take that, rub it into my cheeks. I really like to get the under eye area because again, it helps with the hollowness. I've dealt with hollowness ever since I was a young girl, like ever since I was 12. That's when I first noticed it actually. So get that nice and rubbed in all over. Get it nice in all of the crevices in my forehead as well. After that, I'm looking for my rose water, which it's right here. The rose water mist is to refresh everything. It honestly smells so good and keeps my skin super hydrated and refreshed. From there, of course, I gotta do the Origins Overnight Moisturizing Mask. This stuff is like magic. Use it after one day, you literally see a whole difference. I do it all over my face. I put dots all over my face. And then from there, I'll take it and I'll just tack it on, put it on my neck, rub it into my neck. Then I rub it all over my face. Once it's all rubbed in, my skin feels so hydrated and happy, which I needed after a long beach day anyway, because like the sun, the air, the water, everything dries your skin out. So it's great to replace that moisture again. And there, it's pretty much it. I'm all done. Well, with the skincare portion at least. I'm pulling out the EOs and I'm pulling out the Good Molecules caffeine under eye patches. I swear by this stuff. It works so good. This gives me my extra love for the under eye area. As I'm putting on these Good Molecules caffeine under eye patches, it reminds me of being younger and how obsessed I was with posters. My walls weren't just decorated. They were completely covered. Like you couldn't even see the paint underneath. I had everybody on my walls, actors, singers, random magazine cutouts, you name it. But the star of the show, I had this giant Chris Brown poster that I put in an actual gold frame. I loved Chris Brown so much when I was younger. And after I put this poster in the frame, I hung it up right above my bedroom door. Like it was a piece of fine art. I thought I was so grown having that up there. Like it was my personal Mona Lisa. Looking back, it's so funny because I spent hours rearranging my posters, making sure they were perfect. My room basically looked like a teenager's pop culture museum. And honestly, I kind of miss that vibe. It was my first real expression of myself. So here is the EOS lotion. I put it on. And then, of course, I sprayed the Sol de Janeiro perfume. This stuff smells so good. I'm so fresh and ready for bed. I gotta end it with some chapstick. We need some good moisture to the lips. It makes it nice and soft. Now, before bed, we gotta check the tan lines. That was the purpose of today, right? Definitely a little improvement. That one looks a little weird, but it's okay. It still looks good. So that's it for today's vlog. Thank you so much for watching, my little bees. I had the best time bringing you along for my first time at the beach in San Diego. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.